What's up, world? I am Clay West, live and direct with TmrO app. We're here at the premiere for the incredible movie that is coming to a screen near you. And I wanted to talk to one of the stars of the film to get more into what the film is about, his role, and, just have some fun. So I'm here with Mr. Terayle Hill.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm doing amazing.
I'm doing good, man. Thank you. I appreciate the interview, man.
So tell us a little bit about, you're playing Todd Wesley.
Yeah, I'm playing Todd Wesley. He's the youngest sibling of the Wesley clan. He's coming back home like the rest of the adult siblings. And, it's a little bit of tension between him and his brother, but that's not the main part of Todd's storyline. He's actually in the middle of going through a breakup with somebody. So he kind of brings some of his own baggage home, and that whole situation unfolds throughout the course of the movie. I don't want to give any spoilers up, but it's definitely a good movie, and I really had a great time working on it.
So Wesley Christmas, that's the name of the film for you all who don't know. What was it like getting into that role? Tell me a little bit about what you had to do prepare for the role, and if you learned anything about playing this character that you hadn't before.
I didn't have to do too much to prepare for the role, to be honest with you. The role was, it's not like me, like I didn't have to show up on set and just be myself per se. There was some work, but for the most part, the role, really, Octet Productions does an incredible job of just making the entire cast and crew feel safe, feel good to create, and feel good to just get out there and do what they do. So I, again, just appreciate the safe space that they created for us actors to get out there and do what we had to do. As far as what I learned about it, a lot of times I'll get booked to play roles that are more aggressive, have more of the villainesque feel. This character wasn't like that at all. And I guess one thing that I learned is that I appreciate playing both. Okay. You know what I mean? I have just as much fun doing one as I do the other. Okay. So I'm looking forward to more opportunities playing characters like Todd. Yeah.
Speaking of Todd, tell us a little bit about maybe what you want the viewer to take away from your character specifically in his role. Maybe something that he learned along the way in his journey, Todd's journey. Speak to what you can kind of anticipate, or for the audience, for them to anticipate what you want to take away from that.
What I will say is, without giving up any spoilers, the reason why there's a little bit of tension is because him and his brother are in business, and Todd didn't necessarily communicate about a business decision that should have concerned both of them. Okay. He kind of just made a decision on his own. Okay. So on one end, I want people to take away, make those jumps, take those risks if they make sense, but always communicate with the people that you say you're working with and try your hardest to do your best with those folks. You know what I mean? I think if you watch anything about Todd's storyline, perseverance, perseverance, perseverance. Like I said, he comes through the story, and there's a lot of negative things happening to Todd when he comes into the story. You know what I mean? But he is so sure about everything that he's committed himself to that by the end of the story, hopefully people see the outcome of being persistent and knowing, even if everybody else doubts, what committing to a decision looks like and what that can turn into.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Tell us a little bit about what it was like. We have some incredible household names in this film, from Jasmine Guy to Dorian to T.C. Carson. What was it like working with those legends on screen?
It was incredible. I mean, Jasmine Guy was my mom, bro. That joint was crazy. Dorian's so cool. TC, a legend. I genuinely, to this day, will watch those shows more than I watch anything else that's airing right now, because that feeling that I get from those shows, you kind of can't find that right now as much as you used to back in the time when I was a kid in the 90s. So I guess what I'm really saying is to be sharing the screen with them is not only surreal, it's just an honor. It affirms a part of myself that I always felt like this wasn't possible coming from Moreno Valley, but it also affirms a part of myself that feels like I can actually take this wherever I want to take it. So a big part of this really ain't up to me, but like Todd do, just keep going until it worked, So, yeah.
I love that. I love that. Tell us a little bit about what you have going on, maybe up and coming, what we can look forward to, how we can support any other projects that you have coming up.
Yeah. Well, right now, the only thing that's out airing right now is I'm on Step Up on Stars right now. I'm actually in the middle of season 3. I play Marquise Howard. I had a unique opportunity to work on that show a little bit on the other side, like behind the scenes, and I won't talk too much on that. That'll be revealed over time. But I say this season, I've lent myself more to any production I ever have in my entire life because I got to do things in front of the camera and behind the scenes, and that's all I can really say. But that's something I'm very proud of, and if you guys haven't seen Step Up yet, you can go ahead and start at season 3, episode 1. They do a great job of summing up the first 2 seasons now that it's on Stars if y'all want to, or y'all can take it back to the jump. But we in the middle of season 3 as we speak. Okay. Episode 4 just aired, okay. So episode 5 come out this Sunday. So, hopefully people like Marquise's character and step up on Stars.
Awesome. We'll definitely be on the lookout for that. You also spoke about behind the scenes, which I think is incredible because TmrO app is a music creative app that was created to connect the client and the creative. So whatever creative needs that you may have as a client, we are here to service and to provide. And so we wanted to talk to you about a little bit of your journey as a creative and navigating through this entertainment space and what it's been like. Can you kind of speak to something that you've learned along the way that has better prepared you for tomorrow?
Absolutely. Way back in the day, in 2012, I attended Clark Atlanta University my freshman year. At the time when I came out here, I was heavily focused on music. At that time, I had dropped a project, but some experiences and just the right amount of insecurity kept me from pursuing it in a public fashion going forward. So I actually put it down or put it to the side. I never stopped writing, but I didn't really care to be that guy on stage no more. And it would be year-long gaps that I would go without actually putting forth that time and effort into the music. And I picked up acting in my sophomore year, and now I'm sitting here talking about acting. But since then, music has made a big 360 back in my life. And because I never put the pen down, I could thank God for the opportunities that have come from that penmanship, just being consistent. You know what I mean? Even if the insecurity of whatever kept me from pursuing it from 2012 to 2018, when God say so, you just move. And because God tapped on me to get back into it at just the right moment, I had opportunities to write on several television shows and movies. Since then, I've dropped 2 projects. Those projects are doing well. So I would love to see what TmrO app talking about. But in a real sense, that creative journey that I've learned, balancing that and this media company that I have. Me and my business partner, who's actually upstairs watching the movie right now, shout out Ivan Gaskin. Me and him are co-owners of a media company called Everybody's Incorporated. It's got about 6 branches actively running, either in unison or by themselves. And I'll spare that part of the conversation, but the website is everybodiesinc.com, EVERYBODIES. IES, not YS. IES.com. And in those websites, really in all of our socials, you'll see a lot of the media work that we do. We work in the film space, in the music space, in the production space, even in the publishing space. So, I've managed to take these creative interests of mine and turn them into business, but also I've managed to take some of these thoughts that God allowed me to make rhyme and turn it into music. So I want to keep those as a relevant part of my life without expecting anything from them. I don't care if I go wherever I go with it. Right. I just want to go wherever I'm supposed to go with it. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, man. So proud of you, brother. Wanted to speak a little bit about being a black creative, or a black creator, I should say, in this current climate. What does it mean to you to be a black creator?
It means the world. I went to Clark Atlanta University. I majored in mass media arts. How you doing? In mass media arts with a concentration in film and television at CAU, and I ran into a bunch of young creatives. If it wasn't for, shout out Tina Shakir, this web series she was doing on campus called College Boyfriends, I would have never had an opportunity to act for the first time. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that I met at Clark that a couple of them are inside of this film. Shout out Lauren Lott, shout out some of the people behind the scenes. To be a black creative in 2023 is to basically have the responsibility of steering the narrative going forward for the kids that we have now. You know what I mean? So, okay, I'm on the way. But basically, to be a black creative is to basically control the narrative for the culture moving forward. So I hope I can do everything I can with that.
Love that. Thank you so much. We know you got to go. One last question. What do you got going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I'm going to download the TmrO app.
Hey, love that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great question. Well, we thank you. We salute you. We honor you. And tell the people where they can find you.
Absolutely. My first name, @Terayle, Terayle. With an underscore. But if you type that in, by then it'll pop up. But Terayle, that's it. Yeah.
All right, Terayle. We thank you so much. Again, congratulations. And y'all make sure y'all tune in. BET, 8 o'clock, Thanksgiving night for a Wesley Christmas.